Here are my news predictions for the month of May 2023. The first thing I saw was a older female. She had hair that was, she's probably in her 80s, and she had brown to red hair. Clearly, she was dyeing that hair. This person looked a lot like Jane Fonda. She's wearing a blue dress, probably in her 80s. She was standing in front of a microphone on a darker hallway. But there was no indication as to what the news topic would be. I don't know if she's having a medical issue or if she's just endorsing something. So we'll see. The next thing I saw was a single-engine airplane flying overhead. But I wrote single-wing airplane, which could be telling. Not sure why I wrote single-wing. So it could be that this plane has a wing problem. There's also emphasis on the proper propeller there up front. So we'll see if we get any news items about single-engine airplanes later. The next thing I saw was, or heard, I think, or the name that came to me was, I think it's Mark McGwire's name in baseball. He's an all-pro, everyone knows about him kind of baseball player if you're not a baseball fan. So they will have remembered him from, I guess it was the 90s. So look for him to make the news this month. The next thing I thought was a raid on Mar-a-Lago again from Trump's compound there in Florida. So not sure what that's about. There's no other details that came to me, so it's probably more of the same behavior we've seen before. The next thing I saw was a private plane. Somebody boarding a private plane at an airfield, a small airfield. He was just walking up the steps to it. Not sure what that's about, really. So I write down everything that comes to me and move on to the next thing when the images stop. Next thing I saw was a home invasion. There were two people working together. One was on the street, one went to the door. They're working together to gain access to the house for somebody who's already at home. They're waiting for somebody to come to the door. It's robbery of some sort. Middle of the day. So we'll see. Over on the right side of the drawing, you'll see I drew the front end of a large cruise ship it was just docked. It was just sitting there. It was bright white, sitting next to a pier. That's it. That's all that came to me. So does that happen every month? Yes. So I don't know how that's going to be news. So could be nothing. The next thing on the right side over here is I saw a funnel cloud in Arizona was the first state that came to me, and I'm not even sure they have tornadoes in Arizona, but if they're rare, I guess that'll be the news. But as with all my drawings, the question marks are usually always wrong. So this may turn out to be a big O nothing burger. The last thing I saw was a bridge over a body of water. It looked very swampy. And there's some kind of altercation going on the bridge itself. So our vehicle bridge was cement. It was just a standard cement type bridge over a large body of water. It didn't have to be swampy or anything, but I just saw lots of water underneath. So anyway, that's the news for May, and we'll see what happens. Check out my news for April, the results. Those will be out next week or so. See ya.